Hello my sweet potatoes, it's Michelle and today we're going to be talking about bullet journaling again. Today I'm going to be sharing my February bullet journal spreads with you guys. All of my spreads are very easy, simple, and minimal because I am a beginner. I only started bullet journaling like 2 weeks ago, so I'm a super beginner and I know it's kind of late. It's almost February. It might already be February by the time this video goes up. But I wanted to share my spreads anyway, and I hope that this maybe gives you some ideas, helps out some other beginner bullet journalists out there. If you didn't start making your spreads for whatever month you're trying to do yet, you can follow along with me. Grab your bullet journal, grab your pencil, pen, markers, and let's get started. Okay you guys, so the first thing I'm doing is the cover page for the month. As you can see, we are going with a rose theme because Valentine's Day is this month and I didn't want to do hearts because I thought that would be too boring. So I went with roses, and the roses I'm drawing are very simple. I went with this style because it's super quick and easy to draw. You just draw a circle and draw little like crescent moon shaped petals all around the circle until you reach the size that you like. And then I just drew 2 leaves on either side of the rose, outlined it with my Tombow hard tip brush pen, and colored it in with red and green Crayola Super Tips markers. And I was going to just outline them with the markers, but it looked kind of weird, so I just colored it all in, and this part took the longest. And there is a little bit of ghosting on the next page, but I don't mind it as long as it doesn't bleed through. And I wanted to add a bit more drawings this month as opposed to last month. You can check out my bullet journal video for last month in the description box or in the little I button in the top right corner of the video. So I added some drawings, but not too much this month because, like I said, I am a beginner and I still want to keep things pretty easy and minimal for now. And if you're wondering what supplies I'm using, I will list them all in the description box below. Pretty much everything I use can be bought on Amazon for really cheap. So next up is our monthly spread. I used a Crayola Super Tips marker as the background for the days of the weeks and my goals and my notes section. But as I was writing the days of the week, I realized I wrote Monday where Sunday was supposed to go. So I wasn't too sure how to fix it. So I just went over it with my white pen, waited for it to dry, and colored it in later with the same color marker, but it didn't really work. You can still see the white pen, but oh well, I just wrote over it anyway. And I made individual boxes for each day this month because I didn't really end up using this spread last month, so I figured it's okay if I don't give myself as much space to write in the boxes. And I also didn't have a goal section last month, so this month I decided to add a small section on the right hand side, and I also added a note section again. So now we're on to our mood and habit trackers. For my mood tracker, I'm just drawing one big rose and labeling each petal as one day of the month, and each day I'm just gonna color in the petal according to my mood. And for my habit tracker, I just made horizontal boxes for each habit that I want to track. So this month's habits are the same as last month's: waking up at 7:30, sleeping by 12, when I upload videos, post on Instagram, exercise, practice Japanese, wear my retainers, and wash my hair. Also, I kind of just kept jumping back and forth between my spreads while I was making them, but then I decided that I wanted to color in the leaves for the rose so that I wouldn't have to do it at the end of the month. Oh yeah, and I decided to add a pink drop shadow to each habit tracker. But then I realized this probably won't look too good if I'm gonna color in each box with the same color pink. So I went back in and colored over it with my black marker, which I think is going to look much better in the end. I also miscounted and added 1 extra box at the end of each tracker, so I ended up having 2 boxes left over in the end. I made a lot of mistakes this month, guys. I don't know what was wrong with me. Okay, so now I'm making my brain dump page, which is where I can just write out any ideas I have. And next to that, I have my monthly achievements page where I can just write down any accomplishments that I made over the month that I want to remember. Also, as I was writing the titles, I didn't really give myself enough space to write achievements, so you can see that I kind of just like trailed off toward the end. Yeah, so I really like the idea of a monthly achievements page because I think it's a good way to end and start the month on a positive note. But I didn't even end up using this page last month. maybe because I started mid-month, but I wanted to give this spread a fair shot and see if I will actually use it. Maybe I can use it as like a little journal page to remember the good days, I don't know. But if I don't end up using it again this month, I'll probably skip it next month. And I also outlined each page and added more roses in the corners. The bottom roses kind of bled through to the other page, but that's okay. These Crayola Super Tips markers are really good. It's just that you need to have a light hand sometimes to make sure that they don't bleed through to the other page. Alright, so now we're on to our last spread, which is our weekly spread, and I'm keeping it super simple. Last month I used a horizontal layout. This time I'm using more of a vertical layout and adding little banners for the days of the week. I always wanted to try this and I think it turned out pretty cute. I left a space for notes as well, and oh my goodness guys, I made the same mistake and I wrote Monday instead of Sunday again. So I tried to fix it with my white pen and marker, but it didn't really work again, so whatever. I think it still turned out okay overall. And then I went back and added a little heart in February, and I also was thinking about adding more roses to my monthly spread because it felt really empty, but I didn't want to draw any more, so I actually found some washi tape that I had, and the colors kind of matched the theme, and it also had flowers on it already. So I just added a strip of tape to fill in the empty space, and I think it turned out super cute. And now here is the final flip through of my February setup. Okay you guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you even got some ideas from it. Leave a comment down below what you thought. Leave a comment down below if you have any tips that would be good for beginner bullet journalists like myself. Because like I said, I am just starting out. I'm a total noob, so any tips would be great. Much appreciated. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe down below to join our sweet potato family. Also follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!